Shane, things obviously didn't quite go to plan in that first test, but some positives to take out of it. Really, the all-round efforts of Moses Henriques must have been pleasing, and someone you've seen a bit of as he's grown up and come through the ranks.
Yeah, definitely. The last test match was disappointing for a lot of different reasons. We knew that the conditions here were going to be very challenging, and they certainly were in the first test. That's as much as a wicket that the ball's turned as much as I've ever seen it on a wicket really that I've played on. So, we can expect that throughout this whole series. That's their competitive advantage. So we've got more chance of getting those wickets more often. Look, I think Moses Henriques was extremely impressive. The way he batted and handled the situations, he looked so composed in both innings. Looked like he'd played 50 tests or 60, 100 tests, the way he actually just held together the innings so well. So I think that's a really exciting thing for Australian cricket moving forward with the big series that are here and that are coming up now as well. So yeah, hopefully, I'm sure Moses, even with the ball, provided a really good role as well. So I think it's really exciting for our future.
Looking back before that first test, talking to Moses, he mentioned that you were someone that he looked up to as being able to, base his all-round abilities on. What have you spoken to him much about balancing those two roles out in an important role for the team?
I haven't really talked to him too much about balancing his roles out. Because in the end you sort of just go with what the game provides more than anything. But it's more I've talked about talk to him about his individual aspects of his game. So his bowling in the end is pretty similar to the things that I do. So it's easy to communicate to him about sort of my game plans and how I've looked to bowl, especially in the conditions over here. And batting wise, he's a confident young guy. He certainly knows his game very well. In the end, it's more so me just reinforcing to him his skills and his abilities, and he just went out there and just held to his game plan so well. So for me to be able to see a younger all-rounder coming through and see quite a bit of me in him is really exciting to be able to see someone who's able to take on the game like he did and like he does. So for me it's very exciting.
First test for you, not having a bowl in a little while. Was it hard watching on, having another all rounder there taking up the challenge?
It wasn't hard as in having Moses there as another all rounder. It was more so, especially on the day where it didn't go exactly to plan with especially Dhoni scoring the runs that he did. That was one of the hardest days I've had actually standing out there in the field, knowing or feeling that I could make some sort of difference. And knowing that I'd made the decision for this tour not to bowl, to try and get my body into a position where I can start bowling over the next couple of months. So that was, it certainly made me realise in that one day alone that that I'm certainly not going to give up my bowling, because I love being able to try and make a difference, even if you can't, but you feel like you can try and make some sort of difference, and that's the reason why I love being an all-rounder.
You talked about that last sort of session on day 3 there, where Dhoni really got away from us. What did you take out of that? Did you just think that anybody bowling to Dhoni in that sort of form wasn't going to be able to bring the game back in our favour, or that we probably didn't quite hit our lines and lengths as we could?
Look, I think more than anything, MS Dhoni just took the game on. I'm not sure whether we definitely will bowl differently to him because we have to. Otherwise, he could do the same thing again. But look, the way he took on the game from ball one when he first came out, he really took us on, and it came off. All the things that he tried came off, and for a long period of time as well. Even with the second new ball, the way he took on our quicks. Showed some serious courage, because they were still about 100 runs behind our first innings total as well. So if that went not so good, playing some big shots, then we would have been more in control of the game. So look, I just thought it showed a lot of character, a lot of strength and courage to be able to come out there and take us on. Look, I think we're definitely going to have to change some of our bowling plans slightly. I think also the Hyderabad wicket will have a little bit more pace and bounce, which suits us a little bit more with our plans that we have to him. So hopefully we can just execute those skills a little bit more, and he tries to take on the game again and provides a few opportunities for us.
You talked there briefly about the Hyderabad wicket. What do you think we're going to be able to expect in this second test from the Hyderabad pitch? And have you played there before?
I have, not in a a 4-day game or a test match, but I've played some 2020 and one-day cricket here, and it normally is an outstanding wicket. For me, it's actually as close as you get to a Gabba one-day wicket and 2020 wicket anywhere around the world. So it's normally got a lot of pace and bounce, beautiful true batting wicket. It's an outstanding stadium as well. So that's what I've had when I've played it before, and I'm not sure if we're going to get exactly that. Things might be a little bit different, but hopefully it is a little bit closer than that than what we saw in Chennai.
Just finally, Shane Warne came down and spoke to both the spin bowlers after the first test and also talked to the batters. What did he have to say, and did you find some valuable insights from Shane?
Yeah, look, anytime you get a chance to talk to Shane Warne is an amazing opportunity for anyone. I've been lucky to have played quite a lot of cricket with Warney and be around him, and look, his knowledge on the game and how he views the game is as good as I think anyone that's ever played the game. His perspective on ways to be able to try and get guys out, but also how to try and take, as a batsman, how to try and take the game on. I think the advice that he gave to all of us certainly will play a decent part in us just reaffirming what our plans are and sticking strong to those plans and just more so doing what we're doing better. Because I think majority of the guys showed great signs, both with bat and ball, and it's more so just sticking to your game plan and also just trying to do it better and get better at that. So, look, Shane Warne, it is a privilege to be able to have him in and around our group to be able to talk to us, and I'm sure all the guys got a lot out of it.